Now, they initially got a call of a man down, and when they arrived on scene at the 300 block of Hancock, they found an 18-year-old man dead. Now, where the river actually starts is not for another block down this way. You can take a look. You can see some of the signs. The water has risen up to that, just to give you an idea of how bad it actually is over in this area. And while parents tend to be on high alert for the typical bumps and bruises you might find at parks like these, the doctor says there might be a few other things you should be looking out for. This has been a 10-hour battle, and crews on scene last night said that they could see flames from miles away. Ameren is working hard to make sure that those customers get that power back ASAP. You could see that police are going door to door trying to piece together the information that happened late last night just before 10 o'clock. Everyone knows that when you're in a car, you need to buckle up, and one fire department in central Illinois is taking those extra precautions to make sure you're staying safe on those roads.
If this isn't live TV at its best, I don't know what is, okay? This is pretty exciting stuff, okay? I've been practicing all morning how to work this tractor, and I think I finally got it down.
Now we have our cameraman getting close up in your face, and there's a reason for that, right? I'm going to hand you the mic, and we're going to do a little something. Now, I am not a professional, so people at home, do not try this. Have you ever seen a show that involves ice skating, acrobats, and a little bit of everything in between? I'm Allie Reid, live from Omaha, Nebraska, giving you a behind-the-scenes look of the newest show, Cirque du Soleil Crystal, coming to Peoria in just a few weeks.
And Allie Reid with a little bit of shuffle.
I don't think I've ever been more scared in my entire life. Okay, it's been a couple of years since I've actually done a haunted walkthrough. Oh, hi! 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 Yeah! How you doing?
Yeah,
As we were talking about before, I am on a health kick right now, so I don't know if this popcorn is the best thing for me, and I think my coach would be mad at me if she was watching right now.
So what we do
and saw this.
Looking to start your day with a smile? WMBD's Allie Reid is back with an all-new What's Your Story?
Good morning, Shelby and Mark. Well, everyone has a story. You have your ups, you have your downs, and then you have your bumps. But it's how you get through those bumps that determine your outcome. And Trevor Hayden, he is a man that lives right here in Manitou, and he has a story that really is truly incredible, and he's defying all odds. And I knew that this was a story that I needed to share with all of you. So here, take a look. It was November 2016. Trevor Hayden was driving his family's business truck down a country road when he lost control. He recounts rolling, flipping, flashes, and then...
Next thing I know, I was waking up in the field, and it's like the scariest thing when you just can't really move anything at that time.
His father, Dennis, was at the scene within minutes, calling his mom, Sarah, to break the news.
Of course, you go into mom mode.
She was in Dallas on a work trip and quickly got on the next flight back home to Peoria.
That was the longest flight of my life.
Long for some, the blink of an eye for Trevor.
It all happened so fast. They basically just told me I had a C6, C7 level spinal cord injury. The doctor had basically told me I was never going to walk again.
Paralyzed from the waist down, his life changed forever.
You don't believe it. And you have to refuse to believe it in some ways, but I guess that was the reality and just not one I wanted to accept.
11 days in the hospital, that time dedicated to determining what to do next.
There was no really time to sit and think, oh, poor me, like what am I going to do now, you know?
With the help of family and friends, he hit the ground running. He started going to full patient rehab twice a week at Next Steps in Willow Springs, Illinois. It was there that he was first introduced to the Indigo exoskeleton. It's a robotic suit that helps promote blood circulation, bone density, and most importantly, allows him to walk.
And that's kind of the main goal right now is, you know, all the therapy I've been doing leading up to walking again by whatever means.
And he's slowly reaching those goals. I witnessed him walking in his home for the first time in 2 years. This being after remodeling his home, adding in lifts, and finding new ways to get around.
Every day trying to learn how to do normal things again.
And he couldn't do it without the help of his community.
Every day I'm thankful for the support that surrounds me, you know, daily. The second you stop trying or just get it in your mind where you don't want to go anymore, then, you know, that's your biggest battle.
but right here in downtown Peoria, we saw the number in the thousands. And in their second year, they still saw a large turnout. We're talking hundreds of women, men, and children coming out in support of one another. And tomorrow, they're expecting a pretty good turnout. With signs in hand, women and men from across the country have taken part in 3 years of women's marches, dating back to the original march on Washington following President Trump's inauguration.
It elicited an enormous response from women across the country. It really brought up an energy that came from women.
People from Central Illinois were part of that energy. In its inaugural year, 2 groups from Bloomington Normal and a bus leaving from Morton made the trip out east.
Everyone needs to be inspired. Everyone needs to have their energy renewed. And these kinds of events, they do that.
And those who couldn't travel wanted in on the action. Saturday will be the 3rd Women's March in Peoria.
I think it is important to hone these things locally, to have these things locally, to get people out, to get them excited, to mobilize them, and to let them know that there are tangible things that they can do in their communities to affect the kind of change they wish to see.
We need to do more than just read the newspaper and come out to vote. We need to be a little more involved in between.
Organizers picture this event happening for years to come.
I think it speaks to the fact that this is not something that's going away, and that, you know, whoever wins the presidency in 2020, these issues will still need to be addressed.
Now, if you're interested in coming out to this event, 10:40 tomorrow morning, music's going to be playing. 11 o'clock at the Gateway Building is when that walk will be taking place. Lots of discussions right here in Central Illinois. I'll have some more for you in the next hour of WMBD This Morning. For now, live here in Peoria, Reid sending it back to you guys in studio.